What's up, Raiders? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to focus on one big tip that I think will help a lot of you guys survive way more of your raids, especially if you're going in with free loadouts or just trying to look to get out of these raids alive. Maybe it is with just any loot at all. Maybe it's with specific loot items for your quests. I think just in general, a lot of people could benefit from this specific video, so I wanted to put it together. And basically what it comes down to is deciding what you're doing in the raid before you actually get into the raid. Now, of course, I'm just standing still here. Obviously, it's not going to be that big a deal. But what I'm basically getting at is when I come into this raid, let's go for an early quest item, for example. I'm going to go for some wires. So I already know, for example, I could go over to this area here because it's mechanical, but there's a little tiny shack over here that I know has some lockers in it from time to time. And it does have those like wall things that you can breach and search. And those have tons of electronics within them. So we're going to go ahead and ping that on our map, which conveniently enough, we are actually pretty close to, being only 452 meters. And I'm going to head over to it, see if we can't grab some wires. Then once we have those wires, we're going to work on actually getting out of here. Now, it's very easy to get carried away, want to go to different areas, want to loot everything on the map as long as you have access to it. But I will say that that could hurt you negatively. The longer you're in the raid, in my opinion, the more likely it is that you will get eliminated, the more arcs you're going to face. I mean, the obstacles that you could possibly come across will just continue to grow the longer that you're in the raids. So I definitely think straight shot, go to where the area it is that the item that you are looking for will be located. Do your best to loot that area. And then once you find the items that you actually need, even if you have more quest items or things that you want to accomplish within a raid, just try to get out of that raid, you know, basically alive. Now, the convenient part about this is I already know it's near where my exfil is. I have a couple of different options for exfils here. We only have 10 minutes left on this one, which is going to be perfect for the specific goal that we have set in this run. And I'm just going to run my way the 300 meters, meet up with you guys over at the building I'm talking about, and we can continue going forward. Okay, well, we end up a little preoccupied. We got another buddy here. He's trying to fight the Leaper, I think. What's up, man? Whoa! That's not good. That's not good. All right, we're going to try to help him take on the Leaper, and if we can survive it, then we can loot these cabinets here, which is what I really came here for. Holy smokes. Well, it took a minute to get through it, but I hope the guy get his Leaper done. He was thankful, and now I can actually breach and search these, which is the main reason I came into this. What I talked about, distractions, right? But it just happened to be the location where I was ending up. So now I can actually grab these sensors. I'm going to break these down to salvage these for wires, which is going to be huge. Those are those fried motherboards. You also don't want to carry stacks of fried motherboards regardless because they weigh a ridiculous amount. It's usually better to break them down into wires. There's the cooling fan that you guys will be looking for much later in your journey, depending on when you're watching this. And we'll go ahead and open up the rest of these here. But basically, like I said, you just want to set a specific goal in mind throughout your runs. This location was exactly what I had in mind. Muzzle brake blueprint. We want to get that out of here. By the way, I have found quite a few blueprints within this specific room. I'll show you guys exactly where it is on the map for those of you that are interested. But normally I come over to this spot just because it's really close to the exfil, and you can tend to get pretty good loot. I only have 2 minutes left, so I do need to hustle here. But we should be able to at least hit the button before the time limit, which will allow us to get out of here pretty quickly. We did end up with a blueprint, though, so that's actually really nice for this run. More of those. We'll just get those into wires, 15 wires, just like that. You basically only have to find one of those if you're trying to complete the quest, or I guess 2 of those because they're worth 5 each. Someone already hit the button, which is nice. More wires for us, just like that. Now, I'm not completely full here, but depending on the journey that you take to get to the location that you're headed, and obviously what's available within the rooms, you guys might have more loot, but the reality is you want to leave with something. And if you came in for wires for a quest, well, then you've already accomplished your goal, and you're pretty much just ready to go and get out of your raid. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this guy's friendly, hopefully. All right, and we made it. We came in to get the wires. That was exactly what we wanted to do, and we got that. Cooling fan, everything else is extra, and obviously the blueprint to top everything off. Now, again, this is really just me trying to reiterate to you, when you go into your raids, set a specific location, set a goal to what you actually want to accomplish within that raid. If you just want to go out there and fight PvP and die, I mean, you're more than welcome to do that, or fight PvP and survive, you're more than welcome to do that. But this is more geared toward those of you that are struggling to survive with the items that you need, and maybe you're just struggling to survive in general. But hopefully this will help you guys on your journey. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys are struggling with most currently in Arc Raiders, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one.